Fubara did not sign Tinubu's peace deal, Eze says, an APC chieftain claims. Can you imagine? So if Fubara did not sign, how? Because we need to understand how, because we can see from the group of signatures here, there is similarly Fubara signature there. So why is it that we are saying that he did not sign? Is it that what he signed is invalid or what? Let's get into the details to see what is happening. A chieftain of the All Progressive Congress APC, Chief Chukwuemeka Eze, has claimed that Rivers State Governor Sim Fubara did not sign the peace agreement brokered by President Bola Tinubu. Now, there were reports that Fubara and Federal Capital Territory Minister Nyesom Wike signed a peace agreement at the presidential villa on Monday during a meeting with the president. However, in a statement on Tuesday, Eze said Governor Fubara didn't sign the agreement as he signed the unwise pact with black biro instead of red biro as expected of him as a governor. So such signing has no bearing as the pact is unimplementable. The document has some question mark as the whole handwritings are all same, which is not possible, indicating that the document was prepared before the commencement and conclusion of the meeting. Check the writing carefully in the attached document. All signatures were signed before Wike and Ribadu signed. Even Tony Okocha wanted to sign with the red biro. Eze, in the same vein, urged Fubara to consult widely before taking any further action. So he described the terms of the peace agreement as unacceptable. Yes. So the statement added, having carefully and critically read through the truths initiated by the President Tinubu to address the lingering political crisis in Rivers State, I wish to highlight that the 8-point agreement is but unconstitutional, illegal, unacceptable, undemocratic, judicial abuse, and a ploy to cage governance in Rivers State and buy temporary relief for Minister Nyesom Wike. So the agreement failed woefully to address the major issues that brought up this conflict. Further reasons for the Rivers State crisis are the criminal, draconic, and dictatorial interference of the deputy minister in the governance of the state, and the continued dehumanization and disrespect of Sas Fubara, the governor of Rivers State. The said agreement did not address these issues at least 10 Wike's excesses, and having failed in this regard and coupled with the order that the ex-lawmakers who by their defection from PDP to APC have lost their seat to continue to act as lawmakers against the relevant provisions of the Constitution is totally absurd, unacceptable, condemnable, and is an attempt by President Tinubu to usurp the judiciary powers which he doesn't have. Exactly. So Chukwuemeka is here is saying that first of all, Fubara was supposed to sign that document with a red biro as a governor, as expected, but he signed with black. That's one part. Second part is that all the handwriting across all the signatures are the same, meaning that the document was prepared by somebody ahead before the meeting was held. So it is suspicious. Well, actually, when you look at the signature, the biros are the same, the handwritings are the same. Everything seems to be done by one person that has a definite handwriting. So this shows to a very large extent that similarly Fubara did not sign this document, and something could be fishing from one side. But the question is, similarly Fubara should come out and tell the public whether he signed the document or not keeping quiet and allowing the public to be fighting over the case. That is it. He should be able to tell the world whether he agreed with the meeting with the president, whether he signed the peace agreement that the president provided, because without that, a lot of things are going to be under speculations, I tell you the truth. Okay, so the people are already reacting to this statement made by Eze Chukwuemeka Eze. So I'm really tired of this political class of criminals in Nigeria. The military should just take over unless they are cowards. You have spoken my mind. Actually, it is time for the military to take over. This current chief of defense staff, well, with the statement he made over the week that good governance amounts to 70%, while sorry, 30%. No, a good governance amount to 70%, while 30% is from military competencies, shows that good governance is what will remove terrorism in Nigeria. It is obvious that that man is about to operate with his senses. But I'm sure you know the way Nigeria works. Before he could gather himself, I'm telling you, they will just fire him out. But they will say this guy is beginning to do something different from what we know. He's not going to support the APC agenda. Okay, so but what people are clamoring now is that military, there is still very big need for military to take over the affairs of Nigeria. Something need to be done. The peace deal was not meant to favor Fubara but foolish Wiki. Exactly. And that's exactly what people are saying. Ikuli has said it, and some other people, even Dele Momodu has said it, that the pact decide, even what is his name, Chief Edwin Clark has said it, that the pact they signed is actually unacceptable because it favors Wike alone and leaving Fubara orphaned, and that is very bad. And this is the lamentation of a lost sheep. Okay, so somebody should totally agree that president intervention is not constitutional, but where were the biological parents of the children in crisis? Are they orphans? PDP, the parent of Wike and Fubara, just woke up from their sleep, and Tinubu should be appreciated. Can you imagine? So highly idiotic indeed. Another idiotic politician cited. Is that what you have to say? Common Biafra terrorists. That is what you are. The imbecile Eze. Can you imagine? Look at the name they are calling Chukwemeka Eze now. Say he's an IPOB terrorist. Now for this country. Some say you are right. If the peace overture is rubbished by those without alternative options, then the federal might must be brought to bear through a state of emergency, period. That's exactly where they're going. And someone is telling him to shut up there. Where were you in that meeting talking rubbish? Can you imagine? You don't have to be at the meeting to know, to think right. That is it. The fact here remains that, what is bringing out, somebody need to look at it very well. But Fubara is also quite to a fault. He should be able to tell the people what exactly transpired, whether he signed the document or not, and what is the content, what gave him the encouragement and the impetus to sign the document. He should be able to tell Nigerians all of this. But leaving everybody to be arguing at one point or the other is not the best way to handle issues like this. Tinubu is behind the political crisis in Kano and Rivers. Tinubu wants Lagos, Rivers, and Kano in his 2027 shopping basket, okay, by hook or crook. Even if Nigeria goes on flame, he wants the three swing states. Can you imagine? So Lagos, Rivers, and Kano are the three swing states. So he wants them. I know that he wants them actually. It could be personally because of his election. He wants to make sure that, come 2027, there will be less controversy in his winning. And secondly, is that Rivers State being the largest oil producing state in Nigeria and has been governed by PDP over the years, they want APC to take over that state. And the antics is obvious and very clear. Well, this is the situation we are finding ourselves. Quite an unfortunate one, but who will bail the cat? It is a very difficult one. So PDP have spoken their own, but that is their own. And again, Chukwemeka Eze has also given his own view. I just hope that, we'll find lasting solution, a lasting peace at the end of all of this abracadabra. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comments.